sit down and shut the door. Kimora Lee Simmons' name is being brought up, and baby, they are saying that she is the author behind Kim Porter's book. I did a little digging. We got to talk about this. Listen, when I first heard about it, the first thing I did was cackle and said that would be some mess if Kimora Lee got her lick back with Diddy. Now, where's this coming from? This is coming from, well, I saw it on Choke No Jokes. It was an Instagram reel, but I think he has it's on his YouTube channel, right? Choke used to be a cameraman for Rock Nation. You know, he was a cameraman for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He has a career, right? So it's very likely that he could still have connections. But listen to the evidence he gave, right? He said that when it was described as just Kimora and Kim at a dinner table, and she said she looked pregnant, blah, 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 because, you know, things were plump. He said it was described from a woman's point of view. Now, I said it might have been described from a woman's point of view because Kim is a woman, right? But then there was also a scene about what happened with Khadijah Jones, Diddy urinating in a drink, trying to get her to drink it, Kim Porter being there, and Kimora Lee given there. And he said the way it was written and recounted from like the whole autobiography, it sounded like it was told from Kimora's angle. Now listen, right? If this is Kimora Lee, and I mean if, this is the biggest sleeper cell, get back, revenge, ruin your life, Machiavellian, Game of Thrones, little finger takedown I've ever seen in my life. And you know what? I would be here for it. Because think about it. Kimora and Kim were like this. Kimora is the pseudo de facto. I know they have a godmother, but she is in those kids' life. She is doing what a godmother or what a best friend would do if you had to pass away. But it's not over, right? Think about it. She got reasons. She got beef with Diddy. Remember how she said that Diddy tried to lay hands on her, squabble up while she was preggo? I know she ain't forget that. And guess what? Russell Simmons let him do it. And that was just it. Later on, Diddy got on his knees and apologized, but he either threatened to smack her or he actually smacked her while she was preggo, while her man, Russell Simmons, was right there. A lot of people said it was done because at that time in the industry, that's the way women were treated. It doesn't matter who you were married to, any woman would be put in her place. Spoiler alert, we got a book club coming up. We're going to do Kareen Steffen's book, aka formerly known as Superhead, and also Carmen, the hip hop Helena Troy's book. It's actually really, really good. I'll put a link to buy the book, but there's some juicy chapters in there I want to go over before you guys go. So anyway, let's get back to the Kimora Lee thing, right? So all this stuff was going on. They said, at first, they all tried to say there was no book. I said from the beginning, y'all are playing with words. There 100% is something. Maybe it's a diary. Maybe it's a journal. But there's something when this information is coming from. Y'all called me liars. Y'all said I was putting 20 on 10. Diddy's kids in a lawsuit that they filed against the guy said, yes, there was never a book or a manuscript, but there is a diary or her personal notes, and they demand that be returned to them. And if it doesn't get returned, they are the ones that are in exclusive control. So all profits derived from this should go to them. So why is that important? Because for someone to have access to Kim's diary, to her manuscript, a manuscript, they're playing with words. We're calling it a manuscript, but a manuscript is actually a first draft of a book, you know, or the first draft of a play or something like that. Anyway, let me get back into this, right? So if they actually had that was there, who would have access to her diary? I assume her diary might have been on a laptop or her iPhone. Who would have her passcodes to her iPhone? Who would have access to her laptop? Who would know all her computer passwords? And who would be on the scene that when Kim died, they could have raided the house and took anything that made Kim look bad or took something that they didn't want Diddy to have, but that the kids didn't know about. All right. Are y'all with me now? Okay, let's get into this because, again, is Kimora the one? Also, Kimora got reason not to like Diddy. She loved those kids, but she can't publicly go against them. Let's not forget that she was tweeting at Russell Simmons about everything you know. And she was reposting Misa Hilton Brim when Misa tweeted at Diddy, everybody knows something wrong with you. But and Misa was posting pictures of a mother lion. I get it. I get it. But I get it. Was posting pictures of a mother lion, saying she was going to protect her child at all costs, as she should. And all this stuff. Kimora, I believe, was reposting it. Okay. So in any case, right? At the end of the day, nobody knows what is true and what is not true. But one thing we can say is um, Kimora actually did an article with People Magazine November 19, 2018. She went to Kim Porter's home when she passed away and realized she would not come out. In an emotional Insta post, Kimora joined a chorus of celebrities mourning the death of model and actress Kim Porter at 47. Wow. Kim died super, super, super young. Anyway, they said at your homegoing celebration today, it became all too real that you were not coming back. I cannot stop crying, but I will be strong for you. Gone way too soon. What the F? I'm in shock. To my beautiful friend and sister, I love you. This is unbelievable. When I first heard the news, I was angry that someone would play such a stupid A joke. They said you were in your room sleeping. Aoki and I rushed to your house to tell you to get up and come your ass outside. Oh, that's sad. Aoki went with her? Oh my God. But as soon as I arrived, I realized you would not come out. So that means as soon as news broke on the internet, and it broke super quickly, she jumped in a car and rushed to go see Kim with Aoki. And on top of that, yeah, they said the LA County Sheriff's Department confirmed Kim's death in a statement. Y'all remember, blah, 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 blah. They said that she had been suffering for pneumonia for weeks, even though Diddy's private doctor was the one tending to her. She said, every room I walk into now, I think, oh, I'll just go and get Kim. But I see that I cannot. This is all too close and too sad. Your light is a beaming beacon for many of us. You are a whole mood. You are a girl's girl, which is why we stay close always. Alongside that note to Kim, she posted a collection of photographs that included a candid shot of the pals lounging together in dresses, a snapshot of them smiling for the camera, pictures of their families, and a photo of Kim in the front of a mural that gave her angel wings. Kimora went on to say, we are so alike in so many ways. She said, we are so alike in so many ways. We shared clothes, food, attitudes, friends, enemies, and according to Gene Deal, men. Now, they didn't share them, but Kim allegedly dated Russell Simmons first, we don't know if anything happened, and then Kimora started dating them. Obviously, y'all know what happened with that. And Kim was even a bridesmaid at Kimora's wedding. So yeah, they've shared everything. The greatest happiness and the worst sadnesses. We were married, given birth, raised families, gotten divorced, experienced death, and everything in between together. You're a great mama. Between us, we have 8 kids, all of who are cousins. We are and will always be a family. I will look after yours, and you will look after and guide us all. What a beautiful, loving, sassy soul to have lost. We love you forever. May God bless your journey. We will never stop crying for you. Now, listen, right? Oddly enough, look at this really quick. Aoki actually looks more like her mama than even Ming Lee do. Look at that. Anyway, right? Listen, this is super, super heartbreaking, but it just goes to show how close they were and how it actually might be true. Again, we don't know if it's true. We don't want to start any gossip. We're just telling you what we heard, but something that it actually might be true. What actually went down between her and Kim Porter? And maybe if she did not do the book, did she give that book to someone to release because she thinks that the truth must be told? Now, keep in mind, in November, Kimora came out and said there is no book. Just like Kim's best friend, her other best friend came out and said there is no book. But Kim's kid says if there's a diary, they want all the proceeds from it. So again, something does exist. We all call it different names. But at the end of the day, who is the person that actually released it? Because Diddy's people are saying Well, Diddy's kids are saying that it is actually legit. That's why they want the profits, or at least they think it might be legit. Anyway, just want to read this because I just thought it was so. Ugh. Remember when Diddy said, commenting in a heartbreaking Instagram post of his own, for the last 3 days, I've been trying to wake up out of this nightmare, but I haven't. I don't know what I'm going to do without you, baby. I miss you so much. Today, I'm going to pay tribute to you. I'm going to try and find the words to explain our unexplainable relationship. We were more than just friends, we were soulmates. We were some other ish, and I miss you so much. Super Black Love. That man was playing in our faces even back then. How you write that about someone you never married her, made her cried every night? I'm sick of people saying that your soulmate, best friend, is the person you dogged out, mocked, humiliated, and cheated on every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you believe what Choke No Joke is saying? We wait for him to cover some receipts. But at the end of the day, this is a very amusing tale to start Monday off. Anyway, y'all, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.